Hello everyone, my name is Chip, and today I'm playing another Pioneer Taxes brew. I know what you're thinking, Chip, you're very new to Pioneer, are you sure you should be brewing right now? And to that I say, probably not, but what's the point in diving face first into a new format if you're not allowed to make a few mistakes along the way? Today's Red-White Taxes deck is inspired by the legend of Prometheus. Prometheus is a Ridley Scott film that forces audiences to ask themselves, why couldn't we have just watched Gladiator? However, Prometheus was also a titan who famously stole fire from the Greek gods and gave it as a gift to humanity. His punishment was to be chained to a rock and to have an eagle eat his liver every day. And that's the inspiration for today's deck. We're hoping to chain our opponent's creatures to rocks and dome them in the head with a bird. I built today's deck after discovering Axgard Armory, a white tap land from Kaldheim. We can pay 4 mana and sacrifice it to search our library for an aura card and an equipment card and put them into our hand. We're running this card alongside Chain to the Rocks and some of the new cards from Neon Dynasty, Rabbit Battery and Lion Sash. Chain to the Rocks is a 1 mana aura that enchants a mountain we control. When it enters the battlefield, we exile an opponent's creature for as long as it remains on the battlefield. Rabbit Battery and Lion Sash are both equipments and creatures, so if our early taxing pieces aren't enough to beat our opponent quickly, in the late game we can start cracking Axgard Armory and get our key pieces of removal and an additional threat to hopefully apply pressure to secure a win. At least that's the plan. Unfortunately, to make this Chain to the Rocks plan work, we need to run a lot of mountains, but we also need a lot of white sources to play our cards. And with fetch lands not legal in the format, this means we're running Alpine Meadow alongside Sacred Foundry. While they are both mountains and plains, Alpine Meadow enters the battlefield tapped, which means with Axgard Armory, we're running a total of 8 tap lands in our deck. And without access to Aether Vial in the format, I feel like we might be sacrificing speed for consistency, which might not be a bad thing if what you're consistently doing is winning yourself games. Wish me luck. Before we get to the games, just want to remind everyone that if you enjoy this video, please be sure to leave it a like. That lets me know this is more of the content you'd like to see. And also, if you're new here, hello everyone, my name is Chip. I play a lot of Death and Taxes, play a couple of other games as well, but it's mostly Magic and mostly Death and Taxes. And if that's what you like, please be sure to subscribe. And with that, let's get on with the games.
Round 1.
Alrighty, we've lost the die roll, but this feels like a good hand, so we're going to keep Clearwater Pathway from our opponent. They pass to us, Chain to the Rocks. Probably not what we want to see. We'll go Plains, Judges Familiar, pass it back like that. We do have Field of Ruin and Charming Prince, so we can scry into any other land. Chain to the Rocks gets a lot better if they have creatures. Opponent does nothing and passes. Works for me. Plains is really good. Let's go to combat, swing in for 1. Let's go Plains, Charming Prince. Let's scry 2. Another Judge's Familiar seems good. We're not really ready for Rabbit Battery. Although, I think we are actually, because we can Field of Ruin. Yeah, I'm going to top both. Pass it there. Chart a course from our opponent. The Murkwater Pathway. Okay. Sky Sovereign Consul Flagship to the bin. Sounds good. So now let's play Field of Ruin. Let's run out Judge's Familiar, go to combat, swing in for 3, pass the turn there. Opponent's doing nothing and passing, works for me. Let's go after that black land, get ourselves a mountain, run out Rabbit Battery, go to combat, swing in for 4. Opponent has no basics.
That was a mistake.
Okay, feeling pretty good about this. Rabbit Battery also has haste, so we should have attacked with that. Learning lessons here. And opponent scoops it up there. Okay, Taxes felt really good against them. So they're a blue-black list. Looks like with some sort of reanimation thing going on. So we'll bring in Rest in Peace and Tithe Taker. And I think let's ditch Welcoming Vampire and Chain to the Rocks. Run it back like that. Lands enter tapped, but I think that's just a crux of the format. So we'll keep. Hot Shot Mechanic. Okay, so it's some sort of vehicles deck. So Banishing Slash is really good. Go to our turn. Alpine Meadow enters tapped. Pass the turn there. Hallowed Fountain. They play it tapped. Okay. Swing in for 2. No complaints from me. Untapped land? No. Lion Sash, though. It's pretty good. Let's play Axgard Armory. Run out the Judge's Familiar. Pass the turn there. Murkwater Pathway. They swing in for 2. We're just going to take it. Down to 16. Go to our turn. Plains. Okay. Let's play Plains, run out Thalia. Thirst for Knowledge. Yeah, let's counter that. Maybe we should have done that post-combat. Again, learning. Pass the turn there. If we draw an untapped land, we can double spell. Chart a course. Yep. Parhelion 2. Okay. No attacks and they pass. So I guess it's just Lion Sash. Go to combat, swing in for 2. And then if they try and reanimate, we'll just Eat it. Yeah, opponent attacks. We're just going to take 2. Thirst for knowledge. Okay. Another Panhelion 2. Okay, let's eat 1 Panhelion. Go to our turn. Sacred Foundry. All right, double spell switched on. But I don't think we need to do that just yet. Let's eat a Panhelion. We could reconfigure onto the Thalia, give us some board wipe proofness, I suppose. I don't hate that. So let's play Sacred Foundry tapped. Reconfigure onto the Thalia. Swing in for 4. They take it, pass the turn there. Faithful Mending. Okay, they gain 2 life, draw 2, discard 2. Sky Sovereign and another Panhelion. Okay, swing in for 2. We're going to take it. Go to our turn. Back up Thalia's nice. So I think it's Tithe Taker. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. No blocks. Let's take out Panhelion. Ah, yeah, let's just take out the Sky Sovereign. It's probably not correct. We're probably meant to wait, but I like dealing the damage here. All right, hit them for 6. Pass the turn there. Supreme Verdict. Okay, well, we get Afterlife and Lion Sash 6 around. Mistgate Pathway, and they pass. And I think that means we have lethal. They've got 1 permanent here, and we've got 3. So, yeah, go to combat, swing in. Eat their hotshot mechanic. Let's eat our Thalia. Let's eat our Tithe Taker. Let's eat our Judge's Familiar. Boom! Got there. I'm really, really happy with how that went. Wow. Okay. So we just took out some sort of vehicle reanimator control list using Lion Sash and Thalias, which felt really good. So very happy with how that went. Lots of cards left in our hands as well because we didn't need them.
Round 2.
All right, we've won the die roll. Let's go first. Yeah, let's keep this hand. Let's go Plains, Judge's Familiar. Pass the turn there. Hive of the Eye Tyrant from our opponent. Okay, let's go Plains, go to combat, swing in for 1. They take it. Let's run out Spirited Companion. Fatal Push on my Judge's Familiar. Okay, Spirited Companion comes down. We draw a Welcoming Vampire. Hello. Godless Shrine, untapped. Gifted Aetherborn. Okay, let's go to our turn. Lion Sash. Not bad. So I think we play Alpine Meadow. Chain to the rocks, targeting our Alpine Meadow. Take out their Aetherborn. Go to combat, swing in for 1. Take it down to 16, pass the turn there. Mutavault, Sorin, okay, a little worried. Put a vampire card from their hand onto the battlefield. Kalitas, nasty. Go to our turn. Field of Ruins, not bad. So we can Axgard Armory Welcoming Vampire pass. Then next turn we can Field of Ruin the Mutavault, play Spirited Companion, draw a bunch. Hopefully we can get Axgard Armory to go off, get another Chain to the Rocks, take out Kalitas. I don't hate it. Axgard Armory, Welcoming Vampire, pass, no attacks. Animate the Mutavault. Sacrifice a Vampire. Okay, this is how they're going to kill our Welcoming Vampire. Sacrifice the Mutavault, takes out Welcoming Vampire. Fair enough. Gets themselves a zombie token. Fatal Push, gets themselves a zombie token. Okay, we're in trouble. They swing in for 3. We're going to take it. Go to our turn. Sacred Foundry. So we might be able to take them off white with the Field of Ruin. Lead Spirited Companion. Draw another Welcoming Vampire, huh? Let's pay 2 life. Welcoming Vampire. Pass the turn there. Now, if they want to sack Kalitas to deal with the Welcoming Vampire, that's fine. Target creature gains Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay. They swing in for 5. We're just going to take it, I think. Godless Shrine, untapped. Another Sorin. Okay, but only 1 card in hand. And they put that into play. It's another vampire. Champion of the Dusk. When it enters, you draw X card and you lose X life, where X is the number of vampires you control. So they draw 2 cards. Okay, let's go to our turn. Another Field of Ruin. So then Axgard Armory, gonna do its thing. Let's get Chained to the Rocks. And is it Rabbit Battery here? Yeah, I think Kalitas is the bigger threat right now. Let's Chain to the Rocks on our different mountain. Take out the Kalitas. Pass the turn there. Because we can equip the Lion Sash to the Welcoming Vampire and outclass this champion soon. Knight of the Ebon Legion. Okay. Well, just sacrificing a vampire to deal 3 damage to the Welcoming Vampire. Okay. Well, it's going to take a lot of work, but maybe the Spirited Companion can outclass it. Or not. Wow. Opponent's drawn very well. So I think we're dead next turn. Down to 2, yeah. I don't think there's anything in our deck that gets us out of this. That helps. That certainly helps. So can we do it all? Yes. Rabbit Battery, Lion Sash, Field of Ruin, Banishing Slash. Let's pass the turn there. Come on, our opponent's got to start getting stuck eventually. Lifelink and Death Touch on the zombie. Okay. Swings in with both. We're just blocking both and hoping we draw creatures. Let's go to blocks. I think we're just blocking like this. Set a stop on our upkeep. Pass the turn. Field of Ruin, the Eye of the Hive Tyrant. Get ourselves a Plains. Go to our draw step. Field of Ruin. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. Field of Ruin, pass. Hope we're not dead. Yeah, the zombie gets Death Touch and Lifelink, that's painful. Well, let's go to blockers. Block like that. Eat their Champion of Dusk. In the damage step, we're going to go after their Godless Shrine. Get ourselves a Plains. We have another Swamp. Okay. Well, we're going to pass the turn there. Go to our turn. I think we're going to Field of Ruin the Godless Shrine. From our last basic. Come on, deck. Please be kind to us. Judges, look, it's a creature. Let's run it out. Probably as good as we can hope for right now. Skyclave would have been better. Pass it there. Did they draw a vampire? Castle Lochthwain. Kalitas, and we're dead. Because Sorin lets them sacrifice a vampire and deal 3 damage. Alrighty, against this list, Rest in Pieces seem good. Containment Priests seem really good. Selfless Spirit seems okay. Seem mostly creature based, so Judge's Familiar is probably not great. Now what? What if we cut 2 Rabbit Batteries, 2 Charming Princes? Run it back like that? Yeah, keep. We're starting with the tap land, but we don't have anything we want to do on turn 1 anyway. Alpine Meadow, pass. Godless Shrine, tapped. Okay, go to our turn. Mountain Thalia, pass the turn there. High-Vi Tyrant to a Dusk Legion Zealot. All right, they draw a card, lose a life. Go to our turn. Axgard Armory. Let's just go to combat, swing in for 2. They take it. Charming Prince, scry 2. I don't think we need Lions. Lion Sash works really well with Banishing Slash, doesn't it? Okay. Put the Selfless Spirit on top. Lion Sash on top. Pass it there. Hopefully we can just overwhelm them. Mutavault. No attacks and they pass. Axgard Armory. So if we attack, they could Mutavault and Dusk Legion Zealot block, but then we can take them off a land, which is the same as having Thalia out. Or we can go Chain to the Rocks, then attack anyway. Let's go Chain to the Rocks. Target our basic mountain, take out the Zealot, go to combat. I'll just happily swing them with both. They take it, pass the turn there. Grim Climb Pathway, Sorin, okay, put a vampire into play. Edgar, okay, Edgar. Let's run out Selfless Spirit here. Lion Sash, we could swing both at Sorin, or we could wait. Just take that Sorin off the table. Blocking our Thalia. Just gonna sacrifice Selfless Spirit now. Pass the turn there. Hopefully they attack with Edgar. Swamp. Champion of Dusk. Okay, it's 5/5. They draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. No attacks and passes. Field of Ruin. Let's just pass the turn. Another Champion of Dusk. Okay, down to 8. Get a Swamp. No attacks. Axgard Armory. Get Chained to the Rocks. Lion Sash. Go to our turn. Opponent has to discard down. Draw a Rabbit Battery. Well, Chained to the Rocks. Take out Edgar. Rabbit Battery. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Crippling Fear. Right, that's a board wipe, isn't it? Let's eat their Sorin, I guess. Wipes our board. Another Mutavault. Okay, swings in for 8. We take it down to 12. Go to our turn. Containment Priest 2. We can't do it all, can we? We can't play the Sash and also Banishing Slash. Oh, that's annoying. So if we had played the Lion Sash over the Rabbit, maybe? Yeah, definitely. Ugh. Not a lot of options, is there? So we can Field of Ruin and Mutavault, get ourselves a Plains. Then we can Banishing Slash one of these, not getting a dude. Pass the turn there. Edgar, yeah. Sorin, gross. What's Sorin gonna do? Puts a vampire into play. Of course it does. Kalitas, gross. Swamp. They swing in for 5. Okay, so we're gonna need a pretty impressive series of draws here. We're down to 7. Draw number 1 is a Sacred Foundry. So Lion Sash can block 1, Containment Priest can block another, they get a bunch of zombies and we're just gonna lose? I'd say so. Scoop it up. Sorin can also deal 3 to us eventually.
Round 3.
Alright, we've lost the die roll. Rather like this hand actually. Let's keep. Plains from our opponent into a Thraben Inspector. Okay, let's go to our turn. Alpine Meadow tapped, pass the turn there. Sun Petal Grove to a Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay, so it's a humans list.
They're filthy.
They swing in for 2, we're just going to take it. Go to our turn. So we could play Alpine Meadow, Rabbit Battery. We could play Judge's Familiar, Alpine Meadow. So it's definitely Alpine Meadow. And sure, let's go for the Judge's Familiar. Pass the turn there. Then next turn we can Rabbit Battery and Spirited Companion. And then we can Banishing Slash. Another Thalia's Lieutenant, okay. Might not have time for Banishing Slash right now. Big swings from our opponent, we're just going to take it. Down to 12, yeah, I think we might need Skyclave here. Sacred Foundry, pay 2 life. Skyclave Apparition, take out the Thalia's Lieutenant. Pass the turn there, no attacks. Plains from our opponent. Swing in for 3, we're just going to take 3. Down to 7, they crack the clue to draw. Kithian, yeah, passes to us. Spirited Companion. So Axgard Armory, Rabbit Battery, Charming Prince, exile my Skyclave. Opponent gets a 2/2. No attacks from us. Skyclave comes back, and unfortunately we got to take out that Kithian here. Pass the turn there. Mutavault, Collected Company. Yep, can't counter that. Brutal Cathar hurts. So does Eidolon. But they're taking out the Skyclave. Okay, make a 1/1 human that's also attacking.
So much filth.
I guess we're just kind of dead, aren't we? Let's block the Thalia's Lieutenant, block the Thraben Inspector, take 3. Yuck. Go to our turn, tap land, let's play it. Spirited Companion. What do we draw? Skyclave. Okay, so is there any way we survive next turn? Banishing Slash hits Thalia's Lieutenant. We get a 2/2. The 2/2 can trade with the Illusion token. Our 1/1s can trade with the 1/1s. And then we take all of that, we die. So we take out the Thalia's Lieutenant, we get a 2/2. The 2/2, so they've got 7 attackers, all of them will at least be 1/1, we'll have 3 blockers. Scoop it up. Alrighty. Containment Priest's in, say over Judge's Familiar. Tithe Taker's in, cut the Thalias, bring in the Selfless Spirits. Try it like that. Let's go first. Let's keep this hand. Alpine Meadow, pass. Plains to Dauntless Bodyguard with nothing under it. Go to our turn. Alpine Meadow, let's chain to the rocks that Dauntless Bodyguard. Pass the turn there. Plains from our opponent. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Yeah, well, we're a taxes deck. We don't much care. Go to our turn. Eiganjo. Play it. So we could just chain to the rocks it. Don't mind that at all, really. Chain to the rocks, targeting our other Alpine Meadow. Take out the Thalia. Pass the turn there. Temple Garden, untapped. Thraben Inspector. They investigate. Kithian. Okay. Thraben Inspector. Awesome. So we kind of got to find a way to deal with this Kithian. Or else it's going to be a real thorn in our side. Let's go to our turn. Plains is good. Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Charming Prince. Exile Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Containment Priest is good. Boulderloth Pathway. Please don't have the Coco right now. Thalia's Lieutenant. Well, that hurts. We swing in for a bunch. Let's go to blockers. We're going to try and block Kithian here. That worked. Down to 16 though. Go to our turn. Mountain. Is Mountain good? It's not bad. Let's run out Charming Prince. Exile Spirited Companion. Comes back in the end step. I'm going to draw. Opponent's also drawing off their clue. Okay. We draw. Another Banishing Slash. Okay. Plains. Brutal Cathar. Sure. Counter on the Thalia's Lieutenant. And they take our Charming Prince. Swinging for 6. We're going to take it. Axgard Armory. Let's run that out. Let's just take out the Thalia's Lieutenant here. Pass the turn there. Opponent cracks the clue to draw. Plains. Thalia. Yep. Painful. Opponent swings in. Containment Priest enters. Go to blocks. Block the Brutal Cathar. Charming Prince comes back. Let's exile our little dog. Go to the end step, our dog comes back. We draw a card. Axgard Armory. Okay, go to our turn. Plains. Frustrating. So let's play Plains. So then what happens if we use the Axgard Armory? So Axgard Armory will require all but 2 of our lands to be tapped, which then means we can chain to the rocks the Thalia. So it's chain to the rocks and I guess Lion Sash. We could chain to the rocks a Thraben Inspector, and then we can just double block the Thalia. Let's target our basic mountain, chain to the rocks. What are we taking out here? I'm gonna go after the Thalia. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Another Thalia. Okay. They swing in for 4. Let's block one of them. They take out our Charming Prince. We're down to 4. They have another Thraben Inspector. Okay. Go to our turn. Axgard Armory. Lion Sash. Banishing Slash on the Inspector with the counter on it. Get a Samurai token. Pass the turn there. Opponent cracks the clue to draw. Portable Hole. Okay. Going after the Sash. Interesting. Just going to exile their Brutal Cathar just in case. Dauntless Bodyguard targets their Thalia. Just swings in with Thalia. Okay, let's block and block. See if they arrange the blockers correctly. They do. Now they have to sacrifice the Dauntless Bodyguard, or else they lose the Thalia. They do. Good. We lose the Spirited Companion, I think? No, we don't. Okay. Oh, it's already dealt its damage. Okay, go to our turn. Field of Ruin. So Axgard Armory. So if we play the Field of Ruin, activate Axgard, get a chain to the rocks and a rabbit battery. Chain to the rocks, target our tapped Alpine, take out the Thalia, run out the rabbit, pass the turn there, and then next turn we can Banishing Slash the Portable Hole, get back our Lion. Mutavault, no attacks and they pass to us. Sacred Foundry tapped. Banishing Slash. Or Banishing Slash. Man, this format's hard to talk. Get back the Lion Sash. Let's reconfigure onto the Samurai token. And let's reconfigure onto the Spirited Companion. Did that wrong, didn't I? No attacks and pass. See, if we put the Lion Sash on the Samurai token, I forgot it had Vigilance, then we would have a 4/4, and we could have attacked, and then that would have just eaten the Mutavault. Luminarch Aspirant. All right, that is something we must kill. They get to put a counter on something. They target the Thraben Inspector. Let's use Lion Sash, take out a Portable Hole, take out a Thalia's Lieutenant, go to our turn, another Lion Sash. Okay, let's run it out. Let's chuck it on our Samurai, go to combat, swing in for 3. No blocks from our opponent. Let's exile Dauntless Bodyguard. Let's exile Thraben Inspector. Let's exile Thraben Inspector. Let's exile Kythian. Hit them for 7. Last turn there. Brutal Cathar. Okay. Enters as Moonrage Brute. Get to put a counter somewhere. Targets their Moonrage Brute. Okay. Let's put a stop in our upkeep. Let's target that Mutavault. Get our last basic out of the deck. Draw a card. Skyclave. Not bad. So let's play Plains. Go to combat. How many permanents? They've got a Mutavault. We've got 6. Okay. Let's just swing in with the Samurai. No blocks. Eat the Mutavault. Eat the Field of Ruin. Eat the Axgard Armory. Eat the Charming Prince. And opponent scoops it up there. Very nice. All right, we were able to get there. Pretty happy with our setup, I guess. All right, we're racing against time and the game. So let's keep this hand. Plains, Dauntless Bodyguard. Okay, Sacred Foundry. We could pay 2 life, take the Dauntless Bodyguard away, which is the same as getting hit, but now we don't have a Chain to the Rocks to do with their later stuff. So no, we won't pay 2 life. Pass the turn there. Mutavault. Straight to combat. Swings in for 2. Okay, guess we just take it. Go to our turn. Spirited Companion. Yeah, let's just lead on Spirited Companion, hey? Draw a card. Selfless Spirit, not bad. Pass the turn there. Sun Petal Grove. Portable Hold. Take out my Spirited Companion. Okay. Activates Mutavault. Swinging in for 4. Okay. So we might have to use Charming Princes to guarantee card quality over the next few turns. Unfortunately, we're not getting card draw. Tithe Taker means they can't trade very well. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go Tithe Taker, because that represents 2 blockers in 1. Pass the turn there. Would love to hit a Plains. Welcoming Vampire, then Charming Prince, then Charming Prince. Keep looping Charming Princes off each other with the Welcoming Vampire out would be good. Brutal Cathar. Okay, well, we have an answer for that in hand. They take our Tithe Taker. They swing in for 2. We take it. Down to 12. Go to our turn. Chain to the Rocks. Hit the Brutal Cathar. Get our Tithe Taker back. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Another Portable Hole would hurt. Although we can actually Banishing Slash the Portable Hole to get our Spirited Companion back. That's cool. They swing in for 2. We'll absolutely block. Trade off. We get a 1/1. Temple Garden. Tapped. They pass. So maybe this is a Coco. Skyclave. Lion Sash, then Banishing Slash. Might be good. All right. Lion Sash. Pass the turn. No attacks. Now I'm willing to bet this is probably a Coco coming. Sure is. All right, hopefully they whiff. Thalia, Luminarch, Aspirant. Okay, well, we desperately need to hit a land then. Another Portable Hole. What's the bet they get Chained to the Rocks here? No, just going after the Lion Sash. Interesting. So if they're going after Chained to the Rocks, maybe they got another Portable Hole. They could have got the Brutal Cathar back. Take our Spirit. Another Luminarch, Aspirant. Gross. We need to start hitting lands, deck. All right, they're pumping up both of their unsummoning sick creatures. Swinging for 5. I don't see a point in blocking right now. Untapped White Source, please. Or just untapped land in general. I'll even take a Field of Ruin, because I think getting this Skyclave down is how we get back into the game. Rapid Battery. Are we dead? We're probably dead. It's turn 6 and we've only drawn 2 lands, so we're probably dead. Could Charming Prince just gain 3? Is that good enough? Because what? They're swinging in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Charming Prince. Gain 3. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Yeah, cool. No worries. You can make any card in my hand cost 2 more. What bothers me is they have a flyer, so that's annoying. All right, they take Charming Prince. Fair enough. Animate the Mutavault. Going to combat. Where are they putting their counters? 1 on the Mutavault. Okay. 1 on the other Aspirant. I see. Well, I guess we go to blockers. Take out the Aspirant. Okay. We're down to 4. What do we draw? Tap land, and that's the game, unfortunately. So turn 7 before we got to our 3rd land. Frustrating. This Thalia put in work for our opponent.
Round 4.
All right, we've lost the die roll. Let's keep this hand. Temple Garden, untapped. Into Llanowar Elves. Oh my goodness, is this going to be another tribal one? I'm sick of versing tribal decks, to be honest. Sacred Foundry. Sure, I'll pay 2 life. Let's run out. Rabbit Battery. Go to combat. Swinging for 1. Pass the turn there. Prosperous Innkeeper. Okay. This is Winota deck then. All right. Branchloth Pathway into a Gilded Goose as well. Gross. So it could be Winota as soon as next turn. Welcoming Vampires, cool. In which case, Axgard Armory, Rabid Battery, go to combat, swinging with both. Just block with the goose, take one, pass the turn. Yep, Crownloth Pathway, Chariot, okay. Gain some life, swings in for one. We're just gonna take it. Go to our turn. Skyclave could take out the Chariot, but it might need it to take out Winota later. So let's just go Plains Welcoming Vampire, pass the turn there. They're crewing the Chariot. Okay, they attack with the Chariot, which then gets them another cat. But we're just going to take 4. Stomping Ground tap. Thalia's not all that great right now. Skyclave Apparition. Let's take out the Chariot, draw a card. Charming Prince is very good. Pass the turn there, then make another food. Forest, no attacks and passes. Okay, Field of Ruins, cool. Let's lead on Spirited Companion. Draw 2 cards. Lion Sash, Banishing Slash. Well, none of their creatures are tapped, so not great. So we could Charming Prince Skyclave. Let's go Charming Prince. Gives them a 4/4. I think we have enough bodies that we can take a 4/4. Skyclave gets blinked. They gain some life. Go to the end step, and it's making a food token. Let's take out the goose. Pass it there. Brutal Cathar. Okay. Targeting what? So they're gaining a life, taking out the Welcoming Vampire. Mana Confluence, no attacks and passes. Plains is cool. So let's go Thalia. Lion Sash, equip to the Thalia. Pass the turn there. Opponent's just cracking foods to gain life. Plays a Pathway. No attacks and passes. This is going to flip their Brutal Cathar. Judge's Familiar is not all that helpful. But I mean, in fairness, they don't have any flyers right now, do they? Let's run out Judge's Familiar. Let's equip to it. Let's equip to it. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Take it. Pass the turn. They crack the food. Gain 3 life. Selfless Spirit. Okay. They gain a life. They pass the turn. Let's attach to the familiar. Run out another copy of Lion Sash. Go to combat. Swing in for 3. They take it. Pass the turn there. Opponent cracks the food token. Temple Garden tapped. Just passing the turn. Skyclave. I think that's what we wanted. So then let's go to combat. Attack. Skyclave Apparition. Let's go after the Moonrage Brute. We're going to have to pay 3 life to do it. Then we get our Welcoming Vampire back, which I guess means we run out Lion Sash, draw a card, another Thalia, not great, but not bad. Eventually they will draw a Winota, so we do need to start dealing with their creatures. That's a Crown Pathway. They're just passing. Plains is cool. Plains, Lion Sash, draw a card, another Thalia. It's all right. Let's go to combat, swing in the air for 3. Take it down to 21, pass the turn there. Voice of Resurgence, okay. Let's just hit Temple Garden, I guess. It's as good as any other, I suppose. They have all the colors they need. Get ourselves, we need the mountain, don't we? Get ourselves the mountain, Lion Sash, eat the Temple Garden. Go to our turn, another Field of Ruin, but no more basics left in the deck. So let's play it. So then we can 1, 2, 3, 4, tap and still do stuff, I guess. Axgard Armory, Chain to the Rocks and Rabbit Battery. Chain to the Rocks on our mountain, basic mountain. Pay the extra 1. I think we take out there. We go for the Selfless Spirit or the Illusion token. Let's go for the Illusion token. Go to combat, attack in the air for 4. Suppose we could be attacking with the Welcoming Vampire as well.
Hello there.
That'd be an idea. Elvish Mystic from our opponent. They gain a life. No attacks and they pass. Another Chain to the Rocks. Chain to the Rocks. Target our other mountain. Let's take out Selfless Spirit. Let's run out Rabbit Battery. Draw a card. Spirited Companion. Let's equip the Rabbit Battery to the Welcoming Vampire. Let's go to combat. Swing in the air for 7. Pass the turn there. Another land from our opponent. They're getting unlucky with these lands. Lion Sash. Eat 2 of our permanents from the bin. Go to our turn. Axgard Armory. Spirited Companion. Draw 2 cards. Banishing Slash, Eiganjo, that's cool. Let's equip to the Welcoming Vampire, go to combat, swing in the air for 9, and it takes it down to 3. Guess we just passed the turn there. And opponent scoops it up there. Very nice. All right, they got stuck and we did not. All right, well, against this list, we have Containment Priests to bring in. Is there anything else? Tithe Takers could be good over, say, Thalia's. Don't think Thalia's doing an awful lot. The flying is doing really well as well, so I kind of want to bring in the Selfless Spirits as well. What if we just don't run the Tithe Takers at all? And then we'll cut 1 Charming Prince, I guess. Run it back like that. I guess we can keep Stomping Ground tapped. Pass to us. What do we draw? Containment Priest. All right, rewarded. Alpine Meadow, pass. Pillar Verge Pathway, Prosperous Innkeeper, we get a treasure token. Let's go to our turn, Mountain and pass. Timber Crown Pathway, the Chariot, gain a bunch of life, swings in for 1. It's flashing Containment Priest, block it, go to our turn, another Charming Prince, hey? Sacred Foundry, I will pay 2 life. No token out of it, but we're just going to get rid of the chariot now. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Boldaloth Pathway. Skyclave Apparition. Alright, takes out my Containment Priest. Lion of Elves. Swings in for 4. We're going to take it. Down to 14. Go to our turn. Chain to the Rocks. It's a good one. Field of Ruin. Charming Prince. Scry 2. Don't need Alpine Meadow. Do we need the Axgard? We can crack it next turn, so yeah, put on the bottom, I'll put on top. Chain to the Rocks, targeting Alpine Meadow, take out the Skyclave Apparition, get a 2/2, pass the turn there. Kenrith, annoying, but we have an answer next turn. Crown Pathway, gives everything haste and trample. Only swinging with Kenrith though. Okay, well we'll just take it then. Pass the turn to us. Axgard Armory, Charming Prince, Scry 2, put on the bottom, put on top. Lion Sash, pass. So opponent can put +1/+1 counters on their creatures. They can do 1, 2, 3. They can put 3 +1/+1 counters on. Okay. Charming Prince, Illusion, Charming Prince, okay. Haste and Trample, gross. +1 counter on a cat. +1 counter on the other cat, yep. +1 counter on the Kenrith. Are we dead? Maybe. Maybe. Down to 3, okay. Well, it's close. Banishing Slash, take out Kenrith. Lion Sash, pass, I guess. Swinging in like that. Well, blocks, we're going to double block 1 and single block the other. Okay, need something good, Dak. Hello! Well, I think we're just dead now. Yeah. Scoop it up. Anything else we can use? Not really. Run it back, I suppose. Huh. I think I mulligan this one. I can keep this one. Think it's an Alpine Meadow to the bottom. Plains, Judge's Familiar, pass. Temple Garden, untapped. Lion of Elves. Okay, go to our turn. Another Banishing Slash. Axgard Armory. Go to combat, swinging for 1. Pass the turn there. Crown Pathway. Prosperous Innkeeper. Gains a life, makes a treasure. Swings in for 1. Okay, go to our turn. Alpine Meadow. Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Containment Priest. Okay. Swing in for 1. Pass the turn. Hope we can hold off for a turn or so. No Winota. Stomping Ground. Untapped. Well, that's probably Winota then. Just an Exca's Chariot. Okay. It's bad, but it's not the worst. Bunch of cat tokens. Pass the turn there. Field of Ruin. Lion Sash. Banishing Slash. Go to combat. Swing in the air for 1. Okay. Things are not bad. Eldritch Evolution. The Prosperous Innkeeper. This is Winota. That's the Winota. Okay. Well, we have the Containment Priest in hand, so hopefully this attack isn't too bad. They swing in. 3 looks at it. What do they hit? First one hits the worst hit we could have expected. Yep. We can exile that though. Brutal Cathar. Sucks for us. And another one. Oh, yay. I mean, we can't really block or else the Banishing Slash does nothing. So we're just passing and we're probably dead. I'm not even going to count. Yeah. That was Xaxes. Oh well.
Round 5.
Alright, lost the die roll. I'm going to keep this hand. It's good taxes hand. And it reveals a Loris. Gross. Spire of Industry to a Stone Coil Serpent. Protection from multicolored. Go to our turn. Sacred Foundry. I will pay 2 life. Chain to the Rocks on the Stone Coil Serpent. Pass the turn there. Hallowed Fountain. Untapped. Patchwork Automaton with Ward 2. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Gross. Okay. Go to our turn. Field of Ruin. Thalia. Pass the turn there. Hengegate Pathway. Reign of Truth. Okay. Gives +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment they control. And gets a 3/3 Patchwork Automaton. I guess we'll take the hit. When does the Saga token enter? After the draw step. Okay. Untapped land? No. No such luck. Alpine Meadow. Judge's Familiar. Swing in for 2. Take it down to 16. Pass the turn there. Pump up their Automaton. Ghost Fireblade. Sure. Springleaf Drum. Gross. They swing in for 5. I guess we take it. Go to our turn. Welcoming Vampire. So I guess we have to play Axgard Armory. Skyclave. Take out the Saga. Because I don't need a Nettle Cyst coming back. I'm not blocking, so I'll just swing in for 3. They take it down to 11. Pass the turn there. Mutavault. Black Staff of Waterdeep. It's a fancy pair of scissors. Springleaf Drum gets animated into a creature. They equip the Ghostfire Blade. Big swings. I guess we have to block now. Take 4. Down to 6. They get a 2/2. Really need something good off the top of the deck here. I don't think Plains was it. Let's cast Welcoming Vampire. Rabbit Battery. We draw a card. Okay, Skyclave's good. If we can survive, we might be okay. Play the other Judge's Familiar. Pass the turn there. Opponent has 1 card in their hand. They definitely have the board advantage. Ginger Brute. Brutal. We do have a creature with haste though. They equip the Ghost Fireblade to it. Can't be blocked except by creatures with haste this turn. Okay. Blockers. Judge is familiar. Judge is familiar. I think that's it. Yeah. An untapped land here would be good. We're down to 3. Go to our turn. Banishing Slash. So we can Banishing Slash, take out the Ginger Brute, get a 2/2, draw a card. If that card is a land, we can also Skyclave Apparition. Or we could Skyclave, take out the 5/5, Banishing Slash, take out Ghost Fireblade, get a 2/2. I think we take out the Ginger Brute here, see what we draw. We draw a card. Is it a land? It's a Lion Sash. Okay. Does that help us at all? I think we just cast the Lion Sash here, pass the turn. They just get Loris to hand. Another Patchwork Automaton. Okay. A little bit of trouble here. Just going to chump with Thalia, I think. We could do Thalia, Welcoming Vampire, Samurai token. That eats it. Then we can Skyclave the next one. Then Loris comes down and recasts. Unless we draw land. Let's just chump with Thalia now. Go to our turn. Eiganjo's cool. So that means we can play Eiganjo. Skyclave, target that thing. Patchwork Automaton. Okay. We will pay 2 for the warding. Draw a card. Another land. Okay. And then we will clip the Rabbit Battery to the Welcoming Vampire, I guess. Pass the turn there. All right, opponent lets the Black Staff untap. Loris of the Dream Den casts the Ginger Brute. All right, they make Ginger Brute a 4/4, but it's tapped. No attacks and they pass. Mountain's cool, so let's play Mountain. Let's do the thing with the Armory. Let's get a Rabbit Battery and a Chain to the Rocks. Let's draw a card with Rabbit Battery without Welcoming Vampire, which is a good engine. Spirited Companion's really good. So we're going to take out the Ginger Brute. Then I think we just pass this turn. Portable Hole. All right, that hurts. Just to get Ginger Brute back? No. Okay, just to take away the Sash. Pump up their Springleaf Drum. Insole Artifact on the Automaton. Okay, just swinging in with that one. Let's throw a Samurai token under the bus. Go to our turn. So they get a 2/2 back from the Patchwork Automaton. Charming Prince can eat the other Patchwork with Skyclave. So let's lead Spirited Companion to draw 2. Axgard Armory. Chain to the Rocks. Okay. So this has Ward 2. We haven't played a land yet. So we can Chain to the Rocks, take this out. That's 3 mana. Then we can play Sacred Foundry, go down to 1, take out the Loris. Sacred Foundry, pay 2 life. Chain to the Rocks on our basic mountain, target the Automaton. Ward 2 happens, we're going to pay it. Charming Prince enters the fray. Exile Skyclave. Skyclave returns, takes out the Loris. Pass it there. Insole Artifact on the Springleaf Drum. Equips to the Springleaf Drum, it's 7/7. They swing in. I think we just block with the Spirited Companion here, and we can get the last Chain to the Rocks next turn. So then I think this is a turn where we're getting rid of that Mutavault. Get ourselves a Plains. Creature, please. Yeah, battery's not bad. Let's run out the battery, get another draw. Play Axgard Armory, pass the turn. Opponent swings in for 7, put a rabbit in front, passes to us. Charming Prince. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can kind of do it all, can't we? So let's sacrifice the Axgard Armory. Get our last Chain to the Rocks, get a Lion Sash, play Axgard Armory, Chain to the Rocks targeting our Sacred Foundry, take out the Springleaf Drum. Charming Prince is going to enter, we're going to draw a card, and we're actually going to exile the Charming Prince. Draw a land, okay. No attacks and passes. Let's exile our other Charming Prince. Now we have a draw engine online, we're hopefully just going to swamp our opponent with value. Portable Hole, well that sucks. Okay, what does Portable Hole hit? My Chain to the Rocks. Getting back their Stone Coil Serpent, which will be a 0/0. Thank you. They make the Ghost Fireblade a 4/4. No attacks and they pass. We're going to draw a card afterwards, exile another target permanent until the end step. Is it Skyclave here? Yeah, let's get rid of Skyclave. Draw a card, back up Skyclave. Very nice. Thalia's cool. Sacred Foundry, tapped. Skyclave Apparition comes back. We draw a card and Skyclave will take out the Portable Hole with the Chain to the Rocks on it. Chain to the Rocks will attach to our untapped Sacred Foundry. We will take out the 3/3 token. Banishing Slash, very good. Let's cast that, taking out their Black Staff, getting a Samurai token. Let's configure onto the Samurai token, pass the turn there. Skyclave comes back, we're going to take Portable Hole, getting our Sash back, pass it there. Then we need to end this game. Because we're running low on time. All right, Ghost Fireblade on the Illusion token. No attacks and is passing. Lion Sash will just start eating stuff. Banishing Slash, hit the Ghost Fireblade. Draw another card, draw a Plains. Let's configure to the Welcoming Vampire. Go to combat, swing in for a bunch. Just in case, let's take out Ghost Fireblade. Let's take out Insole Artifact. And hit them. Winning the game. Awesome. What on earth do we bring in against this list? Judges familiars seem terrible. So maybe we bring in Selfless Spirits, a few Tithe Takers. Yeah, run it back like that. And we got to try and be super aggressive here, which is hard because we're running 8 tap lands. Well, I don't think this is the hand that does it. Any land unlocks these Chain to the Rocks, doesn't it? Let's keep. Darksteel Citadel, Stonecoil Serpent. Okay, go to our turn. Plains. Pass. Spire of Industry, the Reign of Truth, gets to pump up the Stonecoil Serpent. 4/4 this turn, hits us for 4. Go to our turn. Field of Ruin, is it Charming Prince here to scry? I think it is. Charming Prince, scry 2. Don't have time for Axgard Armory, but Alpine Meadow I will put on top. Pass the turn there. They pump up their dude again. Darksteel Citadel, Ghost Fireblade, equips the Ghost Fire. Portable Hole to take out my Charming Prince, okay. Swings in for 6. I'm gonna take it. Go to my turn, Alpine Meadow, Chain to the Rocks, take out the Serpent, pass the turn there. Yep, they got their portrait out. Fortunately, summoning sick. Ensoul Artifact on the Citadel. So I could take out their Citadel. Swings in for 5. I guess we take it. Man, we're down to 5 already. They are so aggressive. What do we draw? Rabbit Battery. So we can take out the Darksteel Citadel, and they can't equip the Ghost Fireblade. Darksteel Citadel. To me. Thalia down. Pass the turn there. Okay, we've almost weathered the storm. They have 2 cards in hand. Stonecoil Serpent, X equals 2. Rough. Swings in. We have to block. Another Chain to the Rocks would be nice about now. It's got to be Lion Sash here. We could run out a Rabbit Battery as well, actually. Let's do that. Do we do that? Yeah, pass the turn there. Ensoul Artifact, and I'm happy to say that's probably the game. Scoop it up. All right. Not really a lot going for us, is there? Run it back, same as. All right, let's go first. We've got 5 minutes. Let's keep this hand. Opponent still reveals their Loris. We're going to lead Alpine Meadow and pass. Darksteel Citadel into an Ornithopter. Okay. Into a Shadow Spear. Let's pass the turn. Charming Prince, hey? So Plains. We could just go Charming Prince here. Let's just pass the turn. Spire of Industry. Shadow Spear on the Ornithopter. They swing in for 1. We're going to take it. Down to 19. Go to our turn. Chain to the Rocks. So Field of Ruin. Skyclave Apparition. Takes the Ornithopter. Pass the turn there. Hengegate Pathway. Just getting Loris to hand. Okay. Go to our turn. Another Chain to the Rocks. Sacred Foundry tapped. Go to combat. I'm down to 19. Charming Prince. Exile Skyclave. End step. Skyclave returns. Takes out the Shadow Spear. Pass the turn there. Hallowed Fountain. Untapped. Backstaff of Waterdeep. Gets Citadel to be a creature. Swings in for 4. No blocks from us. Go to our turn. Another Skyclave is very good. So, Chain to the Rocks. Target our Alpine Meadow. Take out the Darksteel Citadel. Skyclave Apparition. Take out the Blackstaff. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. Darksteel Citadel from our opponent. Casts Loris. Casts Gingerbrute. No attacks and passes. Sacred Foundry tapped. Chain to the Rocks, targeting a Sacred Foundry. Take out Loris. Chain to the Rocks, target the other Sacred Foundry. Take out the Gingerbrute. Go to combat. Swing in for 6. Charming Prince enters the battlefield. Scry 2. Put both on the bottom. What did you hit, opponent? Spire of Industry. Portable Hole. Okay. Can take out a Charming Prince or a Chain to the Rocks. Takes out the Chain to the Rocks with Loris under it. Another copy of Gingerbrute. Okay. Passes the turn to us. Field of Ruin. Not great. Attack with everything. Opponent just blocks 1 Skyclave and dies? Ah, no, they're sacrificing it to gain 3 life. Interesting. Okay, so then they're going to keep looping that. Okay, but it's important to note our opponent's not winning, they're just not losing. Pass the turn there. They have 1 card in hand and a Gingerbrute. That card is a Stonecoil Serpent. They run out Gingerbrute. Swings in for 3 though. Okay, any removal spell and we've done it then, I think. Let's target their Hengegate. Let's just rip lands out of our deck. Plains. Target their Hallowed Fountain. Plains. Go to our turn. Axgard Armory, okay, let's go to combat. We just swing in for 4. What's under this Shadow Spear? So they get a 1/1, they get a 1/1. Yeah, let's just swing in with everything. Yep, Gingerbrute, Stonecoil Serpent, do the blocking. They gain 3 life, back up to 9, down to 5, they get a 1/1. Go to their turn, Spire of Industry. So it's just Gingerbrute coming back then. Swing in for 3, so I think we have it then. They go up to 8, get back to Gingerbrute, go to our turn, Lion Sash. Okay, let's get this armory open. Let's get the last Chain to the Rocks. Let's get a Rabbit Battery. Chain to the Rocks. Take out Luris. Rabbit Battery. Go to combat. We have 38 seconds, oh my goodness. Attack with everything. We're just yielding, 36 seconds. Chances are we just have to get to our next turn and attack. All right, they're going to take out a rabbit. They go up to 11, they take 4 down to 7. Okay, so we don't quite have lethal. We're going to have to do the Lion Sash trick, which means clock really matters. Patchwork Automaton, it's a blocker. Plains, combat, attack with all creatures. Cast Lion Sash, yield through this turn. We have 20 seconds, oh my goodness. Shadow Spear on the Automaton. Okay, oh no, they're just casting the Shadow Spear. Equipping the Shadow Spear, no attacks, passes. Attack with all creatures, 13 seconds. Yes! Oh, we got there. Oh, 13 seconds. Oh, that was rough. It was a long one. It was a very, very long one. Oh. Alrighty, our Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Taxes deck. First run out in Pioneer with the list. Now, I don't know very much about Pioneer. I'm very new to the format, and I'm still learning about what sort of removal exists in the format, but I had a lot of fun. So we lost to the creature-based decks. We lost to the Vampire Tribal deck, we lost to the Human Tribal deck, and then we lost to Winota, which is unfortunate because we had the Containment Priest in hand. So if we hadn't Banishing Slashed the Chariot, we could have got the Containment Priest down, and maybe from there we could have Banishing Slashed the Chariot afterwards and then stayed at parity. So honestly, my bad. But this deck loses really hard to creature matchups, regardless of how much creature removal we have. In fact, Banishing Slash only hitting tapped creatures was actually a little bit of a detriment, I won't lie. I did like our engine though with the Axgard Armory. That felt really good, being able to get our creatures, get our chain to the rocks. It is a little slow, and running 4 of them definitely hurts the mana base. But you know, 2-3 for someone who's played, I think exactly, yeah, this is my 3rd time playing Pioneer. So you know what, 2-3, pretty happy with that, given I'm building these decks from scratch. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, have fun.